G'day and welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time joining me, I hope you enjoy this episode. Well, as the mornings start to get cooler in Brisbane, I've decided to head down to Nudgee today and chase a few dusky flathead. Let's rip into it. Not a bad show on the sounder to start. A few fish down there. Plenty of bites on this first cast. I'm thinking they could be yellowtail pike or little tailor. Oh, that's a decent fish. I think that was a good sized tailor. Right at the boat. I've got a slug tied onto one of my other rods there, so if we see some tailor pop up and start busting bait, I'll throw that at them. Saw a few fish splashing around in the shallows there, so I'll just cast to it. Something busting up little jelly prawns. There we go, first fish of the morning. That'll be a floodie. He's a bit green, so I might just let him sort of take a run here. I think I've only just hooked him. Nice fish of about 45 centimetres. We've only been here for about 5 minutes, so things are looking good. Okay, so that's the lure that I've started with. That's a Squidgy prawn. I can't remember the colour. Just putting a little bit of S factor on it. A little bit of flavour for the fish. As for the jig head, that's a 3/8 ounce jig head with a 3/0 hook. Basically getting a bite every cast here at the moment. I think there's some small fish in the area as well. Cast back to where I got that first fish from. There we go. Oh, dropped him. That was definitely a floodie. You can feel the head shakes as he grabbed it. There we go. I don't think he's as big as the first one, but it's a good sign. I'm thinking that we could be in for a good day. Oh, that was a good whack. That was solid, that one. That's why he definitely didn't come back. Got the tail up around the point of the hook. Time for a lure change. Gonna give the Irukanji a go. There should be plenty of prawns in the system this time of year, so that's my thinking for the prawn imitations this morning. Straight away got a hit, but I think it was a bream. Definitely bream bites. There we go, straight away fish. I hadn't even started to wind that one yet. And they're the hits that we've been getting and not hooking up on that bigger squidgy lure. Be these guys here, and just looking at the sounder, I think there's plenty of these in the system right now as well. There we go. Irukanji didn't take too long to catch a couple of fish, which is nice. And actually feel the food in that fish's tummy. Feels quite full. There we go, consecutive casts. It's not a floody though, it's just another bream. It's funny, that first lure that I started with was about 4 inches and I couldn't hook these guys, and just going to that smaller profile, that 3-inch profile, I've started to hook a couple. Only a little fella. There we go. It is on here this morning. That's another bream, which I think is what we've been seeing on the sounder. No, it's not a bream at all, it's a little floody. I apologise. Could have sworn that was another bream. 3 fish and 3 casts. See if we can make it a 4th. Yep, 4 from 4. That's unreal. This one's surfing. A little bit bigger than the last one. Okay, can we go 5 from 5? It's a boat coming, so I'm just going to move out of the channel. go. Another little dusky. This bank is absolutely loaded with these this morning. Those fish are literally sitting on the edge of the channel. We're in about 3 metres of water here, but 15 metres to the side of us is the bank. And these fish would be in about 2 or 3 foot of water, I'm guessing. That's the best bream we've caught so far this morning. If they get a bit bigger, I'm happy to catch them. As soon as I get up in the shallows, I seem to catch a fish at the moment. In the deeper water, there's not much really going on. I'm fishing the run-in tide this morning. We're into the small duskies. The first fish we got was the best fish so far. Fingers crossed as that tide comes in, they get a bit bigger. Okay, we're gonna have a cast at the beacon. Always seems to be fish at the base of those poles. See how we go. Definitely wasn't off the base of the pole, but I did catch a fish on that cast. Another little dusky. These things are getting smaller. That westerly is now really starting to pick up. Not that that's a bad thing. What do we got here? Feels like a floodie. Oh, a bit of a run. We haven't had that yet this morning. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's a better fish. There we go. That's what we came down here for. I'm pretty stoked with this one. I've already kept a couple for a feed, so we'll get the hook out of him and we'll let this one go. Even though I'm using 10-pound leader, I've caught a few fish on this one now. It's starting to get a little bit frayed, so I'm just going to shorten it up by about 6 inches. Don't want to risk hooking a decent fish and losing it because of a frayed leader. There we go. Just switch back to the squidgy that we started with. And that also is working. Just another small dusky. Get the hook out of him and get him straight back into the water. See you, mate. I'd love to catch a big one this morning. We've caught plenty of fish, but a big one would just cap off the morning beautifully. Westerly's really picked up now, but with the incoming tide, the boat seems to be holding pretty well here in the channel, so I'm happy with it. There's a little bump, and there's a fish. Because of the wind versus the tide now, I've got this big belly in my line, so I'm not really staying that tight to the lure. He's not a bad fish either. Another nice dusky from down here at Nudgee. He's got a really good gob full of that squidgy. Lovely fish. Get that lure out of him and get him back in the water. A bit more S factor. Gonna cast straight back where I hooked that fish from, as often they'll be in numbers. That wind is really starting to pick up now. If that wind continues to blow any harder, I'll probably go upstream and see the rest of the morning out up there. I've had a pretty good day so far, so I'm I'm happy to go and explore some new areas. Oh, there's the bite. About the exact same spot I got that last fish from. Oh, I missed him. There we go. There must be plenty down there. Just a little fella. Even though they're small, they're still a ton of fun to catch. That spot is absolutely loaded with them. It's all that one area. Another little fella. I'm casting wide, but every hit is coming just out from the boat, so must be sitting on a patch of fish here, I'd say. This time I won't cast as far out. They seem to be just there. There we go, fish straight under the boat. It's not a bad one either. He's not a bad fish. Actually caught that one straight underneath the boat. I just sort of moved with the bow mount about 15 metres and it's just jiggling the soft plastic under the boat when he hit it, so nice little fat fish, that one. The squidgy's a bit worse for wear, but we'll see if we can't catch a couple more fish on it. Oh, that feels like a good fish. As soon as I hit him, I felt a bit of weight with this one, so fingers crossed it's a better one. He's gone deep. There's a run coming. He's sort of out the other side of the boat at the moment, so I hope he stays away from the electric motor. We've got colour. He's a nice floody. Get that net ready. Just going to take the anchor lock off the electric just in case he does make a run and finds the propeller. Just back my drag off as well while he's so close to the boat. I knew there had to be a good one here somewhere. We've caught plenty of nice school-sized fish this morning, but we hadn't caught a big one up until now. There we go. That is a nice lizard. Well, there you go. That's a proper flathead. I'm stoked with this one. Like I was saying, we've caught plenty of school-sized fish this morning, but we hadn't caught a big one yet, and he's not huge, but I am stoked with that. I'll chuck him on the brag mat and see just how big he is, or she rather. Probably not as big as I first thought that she was. She's 65 centimetres, but definitely a bigger fish than what we have been catching this morning, so I'm absolutely stoked with that one. We won't muck around, we'll get her straight back in the water. Let's get back into it. Another one of those 65s would be just lovely. Well, since catching that big one, it's gone a bit quiet out the front here. I've had plenty of fun here this morning, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to travel upstream and have a bit of a look around and see if we can't catch a few fish up there to end the morning. So I've travelled upstream. We've sounded a bit of bait on the sounder. We've managed to get less wind than what we had out the front, so fingers crossed this plan pays off. There we go, first fish since coming upstream. Not sure what I've got. It's a floody. Tangled up, flooded at the moment. He's okay now. Well, there you go, there's Flathead at the mouth and Flathead upstream as well. Time for a new soft plastic. These are the ones that I've been using this morning. They are Prawn Wriggler tail, 95mm by Squidgy. White Lightning is the colour. I've been pretty impressed with these so far. Oh yeah. Oh, I dropped him. Bugger. There we go. I'm not too sure what this is. Might be a tailer. I saw some bait flicking towards the back of the boat, so I cast into it and oh, that's what it was. It was a really nice tailer. Bit the tail of my plastic off. I've got a slug on there, so we'll have a crack with that. That was a good sized tailor. He would have been about 50 centimetres. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up another episode. And while we didn't catch as many fish upstream as what we would have liked, we caught plenty down the mouth this morning. If you've been enjoying my content, do me a massive favour and subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you're getting out on the water and catching a few fish.